Well, it's time for Maine Guide Monday, where guide Catherine Gordon explores the beautiful wildlife and nature across our state.
There's so many great places to check out. Even in the wintertime, there's definitely some great landmarks to go explore.
Plenty of snow to enjoy all the winter activities, right?
No, seriously, and like I said, more on the way. So
yes. Well, this week, Catherine shows us the beautiful landmarks around the state you can explore. Let's check it out.
As a registered Maine guide, I'm always traveling, and I thought you'd enjoy seeing some of the really fun landmarks around the state of Maine. And these are my top 15, but in no particular order, starting with Paul Bunyan, seen on Main Street in Bangor. Number 2 is an antique Esso station on Route 43 in Hudson. I love to stop and look at all the cool antique cars and other items. Number 3 is a Keep Maine Beautiful rock on the way into Baxter State Park. This rock used to be an eyesore covered in graffiti until they painted this beautiful scene on it, and they haven't had trouble since. Number 4 is on US 201 in Moscow. It's a retaining wall that has over 100 beautiful birdhouses on it in all shapes and sizes. Number 5 is at the flagship in Freeport, the famous big LL Bean boot at size 410. Pretty big. Number 6 is the Wire Bridge in New Portland, Maine, crossing the Carrabassett River. It does bounce when cars go over it, but it's kind of cool to be on the bridge when they do go over. This, at number 7, is one of the planets that are on the solar system ride between the University of Maine Presque Isle and Holton, and you see everything from the sun to Pluto. The Big Loon at number 8 is in Lincoln, Maine, and it is welcoming to everybody entering their community. And number 9, we have Andre the Seal, who is the honorary harbor master in Rockport, Maine. He traveled north for 20 years to this community and was very well loved. Number 10 is the 2-cent bridge between the communities of Winslow and Waterville. It is really interesting to walk down and see all the different logs that people have put on it. Number 11 is the Transatlantic Balloon Site. What you're seeing is the replica of the Double Eagle II, which was the first balloon to carry people across the ocean from the U.S. into Europe. And number 12 is the first mile of U.S. Route 1, which starts here in Fort Kent. It travels all the way to Key West, Florida, for a total of 2,369 miles. And number 13, back in the 1930s, public enemy number 1 was Al Brady, and this spot represents where he had a shootout with the FBI dying here on Central Street in Bangor, Maine. Number 14 is the famous landmark at College of the Atlantic, a whale skull of a 60-foot-long fin whale that washed ashore in 1984. One of my favorite places to stop along the ride is the Hollowell Rainbow Chairs. You can sit there, watch the eagles, and maybe even see a sturgeon jump. And I said there'd be only 15, so this one will have to be a bonus, but it is the Mount Katahdin Scenic Overlook on I-95 North. It's a wonderful place to stop and get beautiful pictures of the mountain and of Salmon Stream Lake. Well, these were my favorites. If there are any that we left off the list, let us know. And as you travel around the state of Maine, I hope you take some time to stop and enjoy the view.
You know, one of the ones that I really like, it's in Lynchville. It's the sign that has all the towns named after countries like Norway, Paris, Denmark, Naples, Sweden, Poland, Mexico, Peru, and China. Every time I go by there, I have to take a selfie. I just think that's so cool.
When I first moved here, I was like, China, Maine, Mexico? I just couldn't believe it because I'm from Connecticut, and I don't think we really have any town names similar to that, so I think it's kind of interesting.
I can't even think of one. I think in New Hampshire, we just have a lot of town names from the UK. So.
Yeah.
So pretty cool stuff. That was a great video. I love that she broke it down. I learned a lot. I didn't know about half those things. I've been living in Maine for almost 2 years. So.
Yeah, it's so many cool, especially that overlook at Katahdin. I mean, if you guys ever been up there, that's just spectacular.
So gorgeous.
I need to get up there. I think the furthest north I've ever been is Augusta.
Well, you know what? The state park, reservations just open up, and you can get a lean-to or a campsite at Baxter State Park. There you go. Gorgeous
Jacob will
up
enjoy
there.
that. I'm not a big camper, but.